Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, January 24th. So if you guys have been following me all week on my blog, I've been using the Celebration stamp set, Cradled in Love. So far I've done 2 cards. Today's project is a little gift bag. Let me grab it. So this little tiny gift bag, I don't know if you can see we're gonna do some embossing, some heat embossing. So you can use this for just a little tiny gift, like a gift card or something to a store for a baby shower, or you can use this as a baby shower favor. So all the guests go home with a little bag of goodies or something. So that's gonna be today's project. So first of all, my prizes for sharing my video. I'm still waiting for Joan Gordon to message me your address. I have the stamp set and the calendar to send to you. I've tried to message you and I couldn't, but I answered on your response. So just please send me your address. This week for the 5 packs of cards, for last week, is Sonia Da Silva. So if you send me your address, I can get yours out to you. And then now for this week, it's going to be a package of the Regals. Yes, Regals. I don't have my glasses on. So you'll get a pack of Regals Designer Series paper. And how you can get entered into this is just by sharing my video. When you share my video, whether it's on YouTube or here on Facebook, I gather the names, I put them into the wheel of names, and it automatically picks a person. So I need both of your addresses so I can get these out to you, and then whoever shares my video this week will be entered into win this prize. And when you spend $35 in my online store, you can earn the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. This month there's 9 projects and we all feature either celebration or new mini catalog products. Plus you'll get a free desktop calendar. So I have all kinds of different styles ready to go out to you. So with any purchase, you get a free desktop calendar. $35 with this, so if you're going to spend $35, you might as well go to $50 and get a free celebration item, which the stamp set we're using today is a free celebration item. And of course, not last but least, if you want my PDF tutorial for today's project, all you have to do is join my email list, and every Sunday I send these out. So there'll be a new project sheet every Sunday. I try not to send out a whole lot of emails. So just every Sunday, unless there's something going on, then I'll send out an additional email, which I do have a class coming up. I'm finishing it up right now, and then I will be advertising it very soon. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be doing some heat embossing. And for those of you who are new, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. This is my shopping link for this month, or you can scan this QR code. I am going to go ahead and tape these down so that we don't move. Since we're going to do some heat embossing, you know, that embossing powder kind of gets a little bit all over the place. And I've been heat embossing a lot. So let me grab the, where are the cards that I've been sharing on my blog. So this was the one Monday. This was the one Tuesday. This is our bag for today. And then here's a sneak peek of what's coming Thursday and then Friday. So there's many different ways that you can use this stamp set. And I am working on my one for next week, all my projects. I've been having fun working with these celebration items. Okay, so to get started, we're gonna use the Be Mine Designer Series paper, and this one has all the patterns with the bees, and then they have the hearts and you know, different patterns. I chose the flowers, but look, this one would be so cute to make for a baby shower favor as well, or gift. So my paper is somewhat cut already. Let me get this out of the way, this big old pack. Because I did send out my Be My Valentine class, my retreat in the box. That's what I'm looking for. So the pieces that we're gonna need are gonna be 7.5 by 5. And we're gonna need 2 pieces of it. So these are not cut correctly. This is just one of the packets I had left over from my retreat. So let's cut the 7.5 first. 7.5 by 5. So this is probably taking an inch off because these should be 6. Okay, and then another 7.5 by 5. Does anybody have babies coming along? I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. My 2 grandbabies are not such babies. My granddaughter's going to be 18 and my grandson's going to be 13. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and score this long side at 1.5 and 6 3/4. So these 2 pieces of paper are going to be identical, 6 3/4. Now we're going to score the short at 1/2, but when you score, turn it and score it, make sure that your 1.5 inch is at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to score the short at 1/2 inch. 3.5, and then 4 1/4. But now I want you to be aware, see this score line, the 1.5 inch score line? We're only going to score up to there on this 4 1/4 line. So go down and then see your paper trimmer, see the line, the notch, just match it up to the score line. So we're not going all the way through. So let's do this one again. The long is 1.5, 6 3/4. And we're gonna turn it to where the 1.5 is at the bottom, and we're gonna score at 1/2 inch. 3.5. All the way down, and then on the 4 1/4, and it's okay if you go all the way down. It's just these are the I don't know what you call them, like where it makes it like gusseted. You know, it's the pinch on the side of the bag. I don't know what you call it, but that should be it on our scoring and trimming. So I'm gonna leave these 2 here so you can see these 2 pieces are exactly the same. So I already did these just so that you could see. And let me grab my scissors, and please don't tell me I did this wrong. No, I didn't. I always get myself so confused. So this one score line that we went all the way down, we're just going to trim up that one. This little 1/2 inch rectangle, we're going to cut out. And just like so. And that's all the trimming. And then on this one, we're going to do the same. You can burnish these. I'm having a hard time seeing my score lines on this paper. I tried to do another one on another designer series paper so you could see it better, and it actually didn't, it wasn't any better. So that's it. So now we can fold our score lines, but these score lines, kind of doesn't matter how you go, but they are a little bit tricky. So I'm going to move these out because, again, it's that pinch. I want to say it's called like gusseted. Anybody want to help me here? What's the pinch, the sides of a bag? So we're going to add tear and tape to these 1/2-inch sections. And the other. So the only thing is if you went all the way down, you would just have a line in the bottom of your bag. So now these are going to fold over onto each other. So this, we're going to go in, that's the pinch, which would go on this side, like so. I'm trying to show you because it seems a little bit confusing. This one's going to go like this, and then like so. And then that's going to lay on there. So like so. So I hope I'm making sense. So this one, let's go ahead and add it to this. These bags are super easy to make though, and you can make different sizes. This one, I just wanted to make a mini one because my idea was to show it for like a baby shower favor. I should turn it this way so then we can see. I'm trying not to stick my head again into the camera. Ugh. But I really can't see unless I do. So pardon my head. Okay, so then now this one, we're gonna take the tear and tape off and fold it over to where it meets the edge. There. Oh, I already stuck it, and I think I probably won't be able to get it up. I'm gonna have a little bit showing there, but there. So there's our bag. So now we'll just fold these two over, and we'll add some. So we're gonna make this our front. So this piece here will go down first. And make things a little bit more complicated, don't I? So see, if you put the score lines in, you would just have a line through these bottom pieces. If you went all the way down on that 4 1/4 inch score. Okay. So we'll put that one down, and we're gonna push down on it in the inside, and now we'll just add some tear and tape. And you know, if you have a corner rounder, you can round the corners of these bags. I kind of feel like I did this bag, maybe not this small, before, because I remember rounding corners on a bag. You know, I do so many projects, I can't keep track. It's funny, I recreate all the time, and I've probably created something very similar. So you could round your corners, and then you would just have the little curved round. So let me get my bone folder gonna fit in there just to squeeze down on those bottom flaps. Okay, so this 1/2 inch score line, this is just gonna fold over right like this. So I'm gonna move this aside so that we can do our heat embossing. And the ribbon, we're gonna color the ribbon in. So I'm gonna wait. So what I did is, here is let me get all this tear and tape stuff out of the way. I think this is a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 basic white. And again, we're using the Cradled in Love stamp set. So we're going to use the cradle and Versamark. So let's add some Versamark to this. I like to ink mine up pretty good, but what I forgot to do was, let's use the embossing buddy so we don't get embossing powder all over everything else besides the cradle. So put this kind of in the center because we're going to die cut it with the largest stylish shape circle. So let me get this in here. I hope my cord on my heat tool is going to reach. I didn't think about that. I usually do it over there on my worktop. So just pour the embossing powder. It looks like everywhere's pretty good. Maybe a little bit more on the legs. All right, and then I'm gonna grab my tweezers so I don't burn my hands. Oh yeah, my cord's long enough. And it's gonna get loud for a second, but we're gonna heat emboss. I like heat embossing. It just makes everything look so much more bolder. I'm going to show you one that I started to color in. Oops, that fell right out of my hand. So it looks like everything's heat embossed. Can you guys see that? So let me get this out of the way. I'm going to get this embossing powder out of the way because this does get everywhere. Let's see, the one that I colored. And I didn't like, uh-oh, the little girl stamp came out. But I guess, because I use Stampin' Blend, so you probably need to use Stampin' Right markers. But see how it kind of like, it's probably the alcohol did something to the embossing powder. So it kind of looked messy. I wanted to color it in and then it just didn't look good. And then I thought, well, it looks good just plain. So let's go ahead and cut this. Again, this is the largest stylish shaped circle. You know, these stylish shaped dies. So try to put your legs towards the bottom because we're going to stamp up here. And just like that. And so, you know, you can make your cradles any color you want. Just use clear embossing powder. Clear embossing powder, and I always like to stamp with Versamark first, then my colored ink. Because I just feel like this is more juicier and it really gets that in there. Okay, now where is my Welcome Little Ones stamp? Maybe I still have it in here. No. Uh-oh. Did I lose a stamp? No, it's stuck to my ribbon. There it is. Okay, so this is Sweet Sorbet. And we're just going to stamp Welcome Little One right on the top. Okay. And now we're going to move that aside. And I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper. And as you could tell, I already used this. So this is going to go around the bag. So it's up to you. You can try and tie a bow first. That way you could see how much ribbon you need to color. That way you don't color too much or not enough. So this is going to be a sloppy bow because I'm just trying to get to know how much I need to color. And that's about good. So this is the silver and white ribbon. This one was out of stock, but I think it is back in stock. So I wanted to color this. The reason I chose Daffodil Delight is because of the little tiny centers of the flowers. So we're going to use the brush end, and I'm using the dark. Oops, that's not the brush end. And I'm using the dark. And you know that this is one of my most popular colors of Stampin' Blends that I use is Daffodil Delight. I think it's just my go-to yellow. I love the Lemon Lolly, but you know, that's a little bit like more pastel, more light. This one's a little bit brighter yellow. And it's so easy since this is a sheer ribbon, you don't have to do the back side. It's going right through and coloring both sides. And try not to get the silver. I'm going quick, so I'm getting the silver because we want it to stay silver. We don't want the silver to be Daffodil Delight. So that is it. I just wanted to change the color of the ribbon. So you could do this whatever color you like, or you could just keep it the sheer. That's just as pretty. Okay. I didn't put anything in this, so it's kind of hard when there's no weight inside the bag. But again, like I said, you could put a gift card in here. You can put sweets, you know, like a party favor. You can take like a homemade cookie, like says baby girl. I'm going to trim this. And there we go. That's our bow. So now we need a piece of the, I used the yellow pattern, which I forget is on this pattern. And we just need a piece that is 1.5 by 4. Go 1.5 by 4. And then we're just going to cut a V into the to each end. So what I do is I just cut straight up, and you don't have to go very far, maybe a 1/2 inch, and then just cut like so. So maybe a 1/2 inch. Go from corner to center, corner to center. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna adhere this to this. And we can use some glue. Or you can use dimensionals if you want it to be popped up some more. But it's just a little tiny background there. And now we need some dimensionals because we're going to pop it up on dimensionals. And I put them on my bag. So we're going to put like 2 and 2. That way it's not caught up on the ribbon. And then we will just put that right there like that. And now we are going to add some of these adhesive backs, hearts and flowers. And I think I'm running out of my hearts. I'm gonna add, oops. Okay, let's just add a red one over here. And let's go ahead and do a big pink one over here. And you could add some flowers if you want, but basically, that's our bag. We're done. Like I said, if you want to color it in, you could color it in with your Stampin' Right markers. Don't use the blends because I think the alcohol kind of eats away the embossing powder. But there's our bag. What do you guys think? All right, well, don't forget to share my video. If you're watching me on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up, a like, whatever. And you can follow me on all of these. Okay, you guys, you take care. And next week, what is my project? Next week, I'm going to be using the adorned paper. I can't think of it. It's a celebration item. Like I said, I've already done all my projects, but that one is going to have a sweet treat in it. So you guys take care and have a good week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.